Madeira Airport Information Zulu. 1757 Zulu. Wind 135 AT3. Visibility 10 miles OR more. Fuel clouds AT 1600. Scattered AT 3000. Temperature 1 miner. Viewpoint 12. QNH 1017. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 05. Transition level 050. Bar activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu.
Air Portugal 1694. Ready to pick up IF or clearance to Lisbon.
Air Portugal 1694, Madeira Tower. I expect runway 05, Dagon 1 Nash departure. Squawk 3550.
Begun 1 Echo departure. Squawk 3550. Air Portugal 1694.
Air Portugal 1694, feedback correct. Come back when ready for passback OR engine start.
Roger that. Air Portugal 1694.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, the newest weather shows good conditions. We'll plan to push and start for a 2-engine taxi. There are no hot spots along our taxi route. It will be a left seat takeoff, and no need for radar today. We'll plan on a normal thrust takeoff. Prior to V1, for any master warning, engine fire, or failure that will prevent the aircraft from flying safely, we'll abort and stop on the runway. After V1, we'll take it flying and deal with it in the air and plan to come back here. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
1,5,5,4,7 pounds.
Seatbelts.
On.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Barrow ref.
1017. Set.
1017. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 137. VR 139. V2 141.
V1 137. VR 139. V2 141. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Air Portugal 1694. Ramp Alpha 18. Request pushback and engine start.
Air Portugal 1694, Madeira Tower. Pushback and engine start approved. Fast south.
Pushback approved. Face south. Air Portugal 1694.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back. You are
Starting
clear
engine
behind,
2.
and
Okay.
you can start your engines at your discretion.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
28% set.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Baggage on.
Air Portugal 1694, taxi for departure.
Air Portugal 1694.
Clear left side.
Direct side.
Alpha, Charlie.
Brake check.
Runway 05 taxi
Pressure
by
0.
Alpha, Charlie. Air
Flight
Portugal
control check.
1694.
Ready. Full down. Full up. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2.
Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Taxi checklist completed. Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic.
Air Portugal 1694, ready for departure, runway 05.
Air Portugal 1694, backtrack runway 05. Call when ready for departure.
Backtrack, runway 05. Call when ready, Air Portugal 1694.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
All aircraft, information Romeo is now current. Q1H1017.
We're currently at Madeira Airport, also known as Funchal Airport, which is famous for its stunning location and challenging approach due to the surrounding mountains. The airport was opened in 1964 and has undergone several expansions, including a remarkable extension over the ocean, making it one of the most unique airports in the world. Madeira itself is known for its breathtaking landscapes, including steep cliffs, lush vegetation, and beautiful levadas irrigation channels that attract hikers and nature lovers. The island is also famous for its wine, particularly Madeira wine, which has a rich history dating back to the age of exploration. So buckle up, because this is not just any takeoff. It's a scenic adventure.
Line up checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 05. Confirmed.
Runway 05. Confirmed. TCAS.
TARA.
PAX 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Air Portugal 1694, ready for departure, runway 05.
Air Portugal 1694, Madeira Tower. Wind 135 at A3, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 05, cleared for takeoff, Air Portugal 1694.
Takeoff.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard TAP Air Portugal
Man
Flight
flex.
1694,
5, 6.
flying from the scene
SRS
Madeira
runway
to
auto
Lisbon.
thrust blue.
We're
Check.
currently pushing back, which is a bit like trying to get a stubborn cat to move.
Thrust
Please
set.
ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are stowed, because, well, we wouldn't want anything flying around, especially not the captain's dignity. We're expecting a smooth ride, unless Mark here decides to take us on a scenic tour of the clouds. So sit back, relax,
100
and enjoy
knots.
the flight.
Checked.
Or at least pretend while I tell you about our in-flight snacks that are definitely not as bad as Mark's flying skills.
V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Air Portugal 1694. Contact Madeira Departure 11 near decimal 605.
Contact Madeira departure 119.605. Air Portugal 1694.
Packs are on.
Madeira departure, Air Portugal 1694. Good afternoon, 1,400 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Air Portugal
welcome aboard TAP Air
1694,
Portugal Flight
Madeira Departure,
1694,
externo,
flying from
identifique
beautiful
clean
Madeira
to flight
to
level
Lisbon.
180.
We're currently pushing back, which is a bit like trying to get a stubborn cat to move.
Climb to flight
Please
level
ensure your seatbelts
180,
are fastened
Air Portugal
and your tray tables are
1694.
stowed, because we wouldn't want anything flying around, especially not
Flaps
a captain's
1.
dignity.
Speed
We're
check.
expecting a smooth ride,
Flaps 1.
unless Mark here decides to take us on a scenic tour of the clouds. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Or at least pretend while I tell you about our in-flight snacks that are definitely not as bad as Mark's flying skills.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
At our 2 o'clock, about 5 miles away, you can see the stunning Ponta de Esso Lorno. This is the easternmost point of Madeira, known for its dramatic cliffs and unique geological formations. The area is a nature reserve, home to various endemic plant species, and offers breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean. It's a popular spot for hikers and nature enthusiasts, and on a clear day, you might even spot some dolphins swimming in the waters below.
Set standard.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 066.
Clear rad nav.
Okay. Now.
Checked.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now cruising at a height that is definitely higher than your average cruise, and the seatbelt sign is off. Feel free to move about the cabin, but please, try not to trip over your own feet. unlike our captain who seems to have tripped over the altitude setting. If you need anything, just give us a shout, and remember, snacks will be coming around soon, unless Markster decides to eat them all first.
Clear rad nav.
Okay.
At our 2 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the stunning ponte de São Lourenço. This is the easternmost point of Madeira, known for its dramatic cliffs and unique geological formations. The area is a nature reserve, home to various endemic plant species, and offers breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean. It's a popular spot for hikers and nature enthusiasts, and on a clear day, you might even spot some dolphins swimming in the waters below.
Contact Lisbon Center 11, Miner Decimal 55.
Contact Lisbon Center 119.55, Air Portugal 1694. Have a good afternoon. Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 1694. Leaving flight level 157 for flight level 180.
Lufthansa 506 Lisbon Center, contact Santa Maria Center on 132.15. 132.15 for
Climb to
Lufthansa
flight level
506.
360, Air Portugal 1694.
Lufthansa 506, contact Santa Maria Center on 132.15. Buenos tardes.
trip 505 kilo. Contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1. Contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1. Sun trip 505 kilo. Have a good afternoon. AT4. Visibility 10 mils or more. Scattered at 1,600.
At our 1 o'clock, about 12 miles away, you can see the beautiful Praia de Calheta, a man-made beach that was created in the early 2000s. It's a popular spot for both locals and tourists, known for its golden sand and clear waters. The beach is surrounded by stunning cliffs and offers a variety of water sports, making it a favorite for adventure seekers. Interestingly, the sand was imported from Morocco to create this picturesque beach, which is quite a feat considering Madeira's natural rocky coastline. So, if you're looking for a place to relax or catch some waves, this is definitely a hot spot.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 1694, through flight level 246 for flight level 360.
Lisbon Center, Test Portugal 1712, going to be leveling off of flight level 240.
Tap Portugal 1712, departure, roger. Tap Portugal 1712, roger, maintain flight level 240.
Lisbon Center, Test Portugal 1712, flight level 240.
Lisbon Center, Griffin 78 Foxtrot, flight level 340.
Griffin 78 Foxtrot, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
At our 1 o'clock, about 15 miles away, you'll see the stunning Brazos Islands. These uninhabited islands are a nature reserve and are known for their unique wildlife, including the rare monk seal. They were discovered in the 15th century by Portuguese explorers, and the islands are a great spot for birdwatching, especially for those who enjoy seeing seabirds in their natural habitat. The dramatic cliffs and clear waters make it a beautiful sight from the air.
Lisbon Center, Easy 51 Alpha Foxtrot, flight level 360.
Easy 51 Alpha Foxtrot, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
Going to 11955.
Easy 100 negative, remain on this frequency.
Lisbon Center, Easy 100 at 30,000. IFR for Madeira.
Easy 100 Lisbon Center radar contact. Maintain flight level 300. Confirm you are navigating towards Madeira LPMA.
At our 12 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the stunning Pico Ruivo, the highest peak in Madeira at 1,862 meters. This mountain is part of the Madeira Natural Park and offers breathtaking views for those adventurous enough to hike to the top. It was formed by volcanic activity millions of years ago and is surrounded by lush vegetation and unique wildlife. The hike to Pico Ruivo is popular among nature lovers and hikers, and on a clear day, the views from the summit are simply spectacular. Just be careful not to trip over your own excitement when you get up there.
$1,000 to go.
Check.
Yeah, we'll climb up to flight level 380 for Tap Portugal 1712.
Tap Portugal 1712, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain 380, Tap Portugal 1712.
At our 2 o'clock, about 12 miles away, you'll see the stunning cliffs of Cabo Guro, which rise about 580 meters above the Atlantic Ocean. This is one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe and offers breathtaking views of the coastline and the ocean below. It's a popular spot for tourists, and there's even a glass skywalk for those brave enough to look straight down. The cliffs were formed by volcanic activity and erosion, and they're home to various plant species that thrive in this unique environment. So if you're looking for a dramatic sight, Cabo Guro is definitely worth a glance.
You have control.
I have control.
Are you ready for the arrival brief?
Go ahead.
Our current weather shows marginal conditions, and we've got the arrival and approach for guidance and FMS for descent planning to get down to the airport. It'll be an ILS approach. The runway is dry, and we take the first available turn and taxi to the gate per ATC instructions. Once cleared, we can plan to start the APU for taxi in. Any questions?
No questions.
Brief complete.
Griffin 78 Foxtrot. Just got some nasty bumps at flight level 340.
Copy. Griffin 78 Foxtrot. Are you in need of assistance?
Negative. Just wanted to let you know.
Roger. Griffin 78 Foxtrot. Thanks for the direct.
I have control.
You have control.
At our 1 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the stunning cliffs of Cabo Guro, which rise about 580 meters above the Atlantic Ocean. This is one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe and offers breathtaking views of the coastline and the ocean below. It's a popular spot for tourists, and there's even a glass skywalk for those brave enough to look straight down. The cliffs were formed by volcanic activity and erosion, and they're home to various plant species that thrive in this unique environment. So if you're looking for a dramatic sight, Cabo Guro is definitely worth a glance.
Runway 02, Royal Air America 982.
Alpine 526 LPMA, Lisbon Center, expect Luvupuan Alpha, runway 02. Expect Luvupuan Alpha, runway 02, Alpine 52 Lima. Royal Air Maroc 982, Vaxiwan Alpha, runway 02. Report ready for descent.
Vaxiwan Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent. Royal Air America 982.
Royal Air Maroc 982, descent to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Royal Air America 982.
Madeira, often referred to as the Pearl of the Atlantic, was discovered in 1419 by Portuguese explorers João Gonçalves Zarco and Tristo Vaz Teixeira. They stumbled upon the island while sailing and were captivated by its lush landscapes and towering cliffs. The island was named Madeira, which means wood in Portuguese, due to the dense forest that covered it at the time. Over the years, Madeira became an important stop for ships traveling to the Americas and Africa, serving as a supply point and a place to rest. The island's unique climate and fertile soil led to the cultivation of sugarcane, which was a major export in the 15th and 16th centuries. Today, Madeira is famous for its wine, beautiful hiking trails, and stunning natural scenery, attracting tourists from all over the world. Lisbon Airport, officially known as Humberto Delgado Airport, is the main international gateway to Portugal. It was inaugurated in 1942 and has since become one of the busiest airports in Europe. The airport is named after a Portuguese Air Force general and has a rich aviation history, serving as a crucial stop for transatlantic flights. It features 2 terminals, with Terminal 1 handling most international flights and Terminal 2 catering to low-cost carriers. The airport is known for its modern facilities and excellent connectivity, making it a popular choice for travelers heading to and from Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Plus, the views of the Tagus River and the city of Lisbon as we approach will be absolutely stunning. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, is known for its hilly landscape and stunning views of the Tagus River. Founded by the Phoenicians around 1200 BC, it has a rich history influenced by various cultures, including the Romans and Moors. The city is famous for its historic neighborhoods like LPMA, where you can find narrow streets and traditional fado music. Lisbon played a significant role during the Age of Discoveries, serving as a launching point for explorers like Vasco da Gama. Today, it's a vibrant city with a mix of old and new, attracting tourists for its architecture, food, and lively atmosphere. The Tagus River, or Rio Taju, is the longest river in the Iberian Peninsula, stretching about 1,007 kilometers. It flows through Spain and Portugal, eventually emptying into the Atlantic Ocean near Lisbon. Historically, it has been a vital waterway for trade and transportation, especially during the Age of Discoveries when explorers set sail from its banks. The river is also known for its picturesque views and several iconic bridges, including the famous Ponte 25 de Abril, which resembles San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. It's a popular spot for locals and tourists alike, offering activities like boating, fishing, and riverside dining. So, if you see some boats down there, they might just be trying to catch a glimpse of the next great explorer.
Lisbon Center, Ryanair 39 Kilo Golf, flight level 360.
Ryanair 39 Kilo Golf, Lisbon Center, identified. Lisbon Center, Moonraker 652 Heavy. Good evening. Flight level 360. Air Portugal 435. Contact Lisbon Rival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon Rival 125.13, Air Portugal 435.
Moonraker 652 Heavy, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
Lisbon Center, Bluescan 268, flight level 360.
Bluescan 268, Lisbon Center, identified. Portugal 1065. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.
Correct, Porto, expect the RNAV runway 35 approaching Porto for Portugal 1712.
At Portugal 1712, contact Cascade approach on 119.1.
At our 1 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the stunning cliffs of Cabo Guro, which rise about 580 meters above the Atlantic Ocean. This is one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe and offers breathtaking views of the coastline and the ocean below. It's a popular spot for tourists, and there's even a glass skywalk for those brave enough to look straight down. The cliffs were formed by volcanic activity and erosion, and they are home to various plant species that thrive in this unique environment. So if you're looking for a dramatic sight, Cabo Guro is definitely worth a glance.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13. Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
Portugal's history dates back to the 12th century when it became a kingdom under Afonso I, who declared independence from Leon. The country played a significant role during the Age of Discoveries in the 15th and 16th centuries, establishing a vast maritime empire that included territories in Africa, Asia, and South America. Portugal was also known for its explorers like Vasco da Gama, who found a sea route to India, and Ferdinand Magellan, who led the first expedition to circumnavigate the globe. The country faced various challenges, including the 1755 Lisbon earthquake, which devastated the capital, and the subsequent decline of its empire in the 19th century. Today, Portugal is known for its rich cultural heritage, beautiful landscapes, and delicious cuisine, making it a popular destination for travelers.
Alpine 526 LPMA, descent to flight level 070. Descent to flight level 070, Alpine 526 Lima. Air Portugal 1694, Lisbon Center, expect VUP 1 Alpha, runway 02.
Expect live up 1 Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 1694.
Player 15, Lisbon Center, expect Samax 1 Alpha, runway 02. Expect Samax 1 Alpha, runway 02, player 15. Player 15, Samax 1 Alpha, runway 02. Report ready for descent. Samax 1 Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent. Player 15. Player 15, descent to flight level 250. Descend to flight level 250, player 15. Player 15, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13. Contact at Lisbon arrival 125.13, player 15.
Air Portugal 1694, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Air Portugal 1694, VUP 1 Alpha, runway 02, descent to flight level 250.
Live up 1 Alpha, runway 02, descend to flight level 250, Air Portugal 1694.
Contact approach on 119.1,
Ladies and
Juliet.
gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with laptop and such.
Lisbon departure, van, unfortunately, let's see. Just checking on the flight follow with us.
Royal Air Maroc 982, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon, arrival 125.13, Royal Air Maroc 982.
At our 1 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you'll see the beautiful island of Porto Santo. This island is part of the Madeira archipelago and is known for its stunning golden sandy beaches, which are quite a contrast to the rocky landscapes of Madeira. It was discovered by the Portuguese in 1418 and has a fascinating history, including being a stop for explorers heading to the New World. The island is a favorite among sun seekers and those looking to relax by the beach. Legend has it that Christopher Columbus lived here for a time, and you can almost hear the waves whispering tales of adventure.
Clean to flight level 360. Climb to flight level 360, Moonraker 652 Heavy. Europa 24 Foxtrot Alpha. Contact port information at ROC 118.855.
Contact port information, approach 118.855, Europa 24 Foxtrot Alpha.
Moonraker 652 Heavy. You were assigned at flight level 360. Issue you at flight level 3 for Miner. Climb to flight level 360. Rico, climb to flight level 360, Moonraker 652 Heavy. Air Portugal 64 Tango, Lisbon Center, expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02.
Expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 64 Tango.
Negative, Lumax 594 is inbound from Lisbon.
Lima Foxtrot. Contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1.
125.13, Lumax 594.
Lumax 594, negative contact Lisbon approach on 125.13 when established on the localizer.
125.13, Lumax 594.
$1,000 to go.
Check.
Lisbon Center, Channix for 2 Zulu, flight level 340.
Channix for 2 Zulu, Lisbon Center, identified. Air Portugal 1694, dash into flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Air Portugal 1694.
Portugalia 563, Lisbon Center, expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02.
Expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02, Portugalia 563.
Air Portugal 555, Lisbon Center, expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02.
Expecting board 1 Alpha, runway 02, Air Portugal 555.
Portugalia 563, you were assigned at flight level 370. Issue you at flight level 351.
At our 1 o'clock, about 15 miles away, you can see the beautiful A.R. Arvida Natural Park. This stunning area is known for its dramatic cliffs, lush forests, and beautiful beaches along the Atlantic coast. The park was established in 1976 and is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering hiking trails and breathtaking views. It's also home to a variety of wildlife, including several endangered species. The picturesque landscape has inspired artists and photographers alike, making it a popular spot for capturing the beauty of Portugal's coastline.
I expect Samax 1 Alpha, runway 02, Portugalia 1325.
Air Portugal 555, inboard 1 Alpha, runway 02. Report ready for descent.
Inboard 1 Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent, Air Portugal 555.
Air Portugal 555, descent to flight level 250. Air Portugal 825. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, Air Portugal 825.
Air Portugal 555. Desce into flight level 080.
Desce into flight level 080, Air Portugal 555.
Lisbon Center, Oranje 370 good evening, flight level 360.
Orange 3708, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
Lisbon Center, Alpine 46 Yankee Romeo, flight level 340.
Ryanair 48 Foxtrot Mike, contact Faraproac 11 near decimal 405.
Contact Faro approach 119.405, Ryanair for 8 Foxtrot Mike.
Alpine 46 Yankee Romeo, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
At our 12 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the beautiful Arbida Natural Park. This stunning area is known for its dramatic cliffs, lush forests, and beautiful beaches along the Atlantic coast. The park was established in 1976 and is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering hiking trails and breathtaking views. It's also home to a variety of wildlife, including several endangered species. The picturesque landscape has inspired artists and photographers alike, making it a popular spot for capturing the beauty of Portugal's coastline.
Requesting CSR clearance from Lima Papa Bravo Juliet to Lima Echo Zulu Lima.
Piper 559, Papa Alpha Lisbon Center, roger.
Center, Mass 594, 8,000, descending 4,000 feet.
9594, descend and maintain 4,000.
At our 12 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you can see the stunning Lagoa de Malagues. This beautiful lagoon is a haven for bird watchers and nature lovers, especially during migration seasons when various species stop here to rest. The lagoon is surrounded by picturesque landscapes, including sandy beaches and lush vegetation. It's also a popular spot for water sports, so you might see some adventurous souls out there trying to catch some waves. The area is rich in biodiversity, making it a perfect escape for those looking to connect with nature.
Moonraker 652 Heavy, Lisbon Center. I expect vazio on Alpha, runway 02.
Expect VATSI 1 Alpha, runway 02, Moonraker 652 Heavy.
Moonraker 652 Heavy, vazio on Alpha, runway 02. Report ready for descent.
VATSI 1 Alpha, runway 02, ready for descent. Moonraker 652 Heavy.
Moonraker 652 Heavy, descent to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Moonraker 652 Heavy.
Alpine 526 LPMA, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, Alpine 526 Lima.
Moonraker 652 Heavy, clear at direct luz. Resume Mount Navigan.
Roger. We'll head direct Luxembourg and resume on navigation Moonraker 652 Heavy. Thanks.
Air Portugal 1694. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
At our 10 o'clock, about 14 miles away, you can see the beautiful coastline of Coimbra, known for its stunning beaches and dramatic cliffs. It's a popular spot for sunbathers and water sports enthusiasts, and the area is rich in marine life, making it a great place for diving and snorkeling. The town itself has a charming atmosphere with a castle that dates back to the 12th century, offering a glimpse into the region's history. So, keep an eye out for those gorgeous cliffs, and maybe even some surfers catching them.
1015, I expect the ELS runway 02 with basic transition.
QN H1015, expect the ILS runway 02 with the PESX transition, Air Portugal 1694.
Lisbon arrival, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, good evening, 1,000 feet.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, welcome back. Continue.
Continue, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
1015, set.
1015, set, passing 8,300. Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
Turn left.
1015 set.
1015 set. Seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
No DH set.
Auto brake.
Low armed.
Engine mode selector. 1000 to go.
Check. Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, turn left, heading 305. Turn left, heading 305, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy. Portugal 1065, 2 miles from Pesex, turn right, heading 045.
At our 12 o'clock, about 10 miles away, you'll see the beautiful Lagoa de Mar. This stunning lagoon is a haven for birdwatchers and nature lovers, especially during migration seasons when various species stop to rest. The lagoon is surrounded by picturesque landscapes, including sandy beaches and lush vegetation. It's also a popular spot for water sports, so you might see
Activate
some adventurous
approach
souls
phase.
out there trying to catch some waves. The area is rich in biodiversity, making it a perfect escape for those looking to connect.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Over to Tower 118.105, Royal Air America 982.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, turn left, heading 205. I expect further clearance in about 27 miles.
Lufthansa 27908, contact Lisbon Tower on
Turn left, heading
118.105.
205, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
118.105, Lufthansa 2798.
Portugal 1065, contact Lisbon Tower 119.105. Have a good evening.
Contact Tower 118.105, Portugal 1065.
At our 1 o'clock, about 12 miles away, you can see the beautiful Stato River. This river is known for its stunning views and is famous for the resident bottlenose dolphins that can often be spotted swimming in its waters. The Stato River has been an important waterway for centuries, serving as a route for trade and transportation. The surrounding area is also rich in wildlife, making it a popular spot for nature lovers and birdwatchers. So, if you look closely, you might just catch a glimpse of those playful dolphins. It's like a free show right from our seats. The sunset in the Lisbon area is expected to be around 6:30 p.m. local time today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly neighborhood flight attendant, Janet, coming to you live from the cabin. We're now on our final descent to Lisbon, which is a bit like coming down from a sugar high after eating too many pastel de nata. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are stowed, because we wouldn't want anything flying around, especially not the captain's direction. We're almost there,
Flight
and I
level
promise the landing will
098,
be
we have
smoother than
Bob
Mark's
on board.
excuses for why he took the scenic route. So sit tight, and we'll be landing shortly.
Moonraker 652 at Lisbon, Rival. Good evening. KNH 1015, I expect the ELS runway 02 with PSX transition.
Iberia 3108, descend and maintain
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 02 with the PSX transition. Moonraker 652 heavy.
Iberia 3108.
Lisbon, Rival, Portugal 1065, 1,500 feet.
Flight level 4,000 feet, type unknown.
Portugal 1065, welcome back. Continue.
Continuo, Portugal 1065.
At our 1 o'clock, about 12 miles away, you can see the beautiful Stato River. This river is known for its stunning views and is famous for the resident bottlenose dolphins that can often be spotted swimming in its waters. The Stato River has been an important waterway for centuries, serving as a route for trade and transportation. The surrounding area is also rich in wildlife, making it a popular spot for nature lovers and birdwatchers. So, if you look closely, you might just catch a glimpse of those playful dolphins. It's like a free show right from our seats.
LPMA, descend to 4,000 feet. KNH 1015.
Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH 1015, Alpine 52 X-ray Lima.
Portugal 1065, turn left, heading 300.
Turn left, heading 300, Portugal 1065.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, turn left, heading 145.
Turn left, heading 145, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
Air Portugal 1694, descend to 4,000 feet. KNH 1015.
Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH 1015, Air Portugal 1694.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, 8 miles from PSX, turn left, heading 055, maintain 3,000 feet until established on final apron course. Clear at ELS runway 02.
Turn left, heading 055, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 02, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
Portugal 1065, turn left, heading 205.
Flaps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
Turn left, heading 205, Portugal 1065.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Alpine 526 LPMA, 3 miles from PSX, turn left, heading 360, maintain 3,000 feet until stabilized on final approach course. Cleared ELS runway 02.
Turn left, heading 360, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 02, Alpine 52 X-ray Lima.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Contact Tower 118.105, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
At our 1 o'clock, about 12 miles away, you can see the beautiful Seda River. This river is known for its stunning views and is famous for the resident bottlenose dolphins that can often be spotted swimming in its waters. The Seda River has been an important waterway for centuries, serving as a route for trade and transportation. The surrounding area is also rich in wildlife, making it a popular spot for nature lovers and bird watchers. So, if you look closely, you might just catch a glimpse of those playful dolphins. It's like a free show right from our seats.
Air Portugal 1694, 1 miles from PSX, turn left, heading 020, maintain 3,000 feet until stabilized on final approach course. Cleared ELS runway 02.
Gear down.
Turn left, heading 020.
Gear down.
3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 02. Air Portugal
Flaps 3.
1694.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Air Portugal 1694. Established on final approach.
Air Portugal 1694, affirmative.
Flaps full.
Speed check. Flaps full.
Contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Over to Tower 118.105. Air Portugal 1694. Have a good evening. Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal 1694. ILS runway 02.
Air Portugal 1694, Lisbon Tower, continua.
Wilco, Air Portugal 1694.
1755, Air France 1624.
Radar altimeter alive.
Check. Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Transition Hotel 040. Temporary flight restricted are in effect for Lisbon. Advise on initial contact, you have information partner.
At our 12 o'clock, about 3 kilometers away, you can see the iconic 25 Brill Bridge. This impressive suspension bridge, completed in 1966,
Lisbon Tower,
spans the
Air
Tagus
Portugal
River and connects Lisbon to Almada.
ILS runway
It's often
02.
compared to San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, due to its similar coloring and
Air
design.
Portugal
The bridge is a vital
1694,
transportation link
Lisbon
and is
Tower,
also a
continua.
popular spot for photographers looking to capture its beauty,
Wilco,
especially
Air
at
Portugal
sunset.
1694.
Fun fact, it was originally named the Ponte Salazar after the dictator of Portugal at the time,
Emirates 5
but it was
Mike
renamed
Heavy,
after the Carnation
0
Revolution in
Fly
1974, which
runway
ended the
clean, maintain
dictatorship. So,
3,000
keep your
feet.
eyes peeled for this engineering marvel as we fly by.
Going round. Fly runway centerline. Maintain 3,000 feet. Emirates 5 Mike Heavy.
Emirates 5 Mike Heavy. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13. Talk to you in a minute.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, Emirates 5 Mike Heavy. Talk to you in a minute.
Alpine 52 Israel Lima, exit right at Uniform 5.
1,000.
Check.
5, Alpine 5 to X-ray Lima.
Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal 825, ELS runway 02. Alpine 52 Israel Lima, monitor ground 121.755.
Ground 121.755, Alpine 5 to X-ray Lima.
Air Portugal 1694, wind 320 at 12, runway 02, clear at to land.
Runway 02 cleared to land. Air Portugal 1694.
500.
Continue.
Check.
Air Portugal 825, Lisbon Tower, continue. Wilco Air Portugal 825.
Above. Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5. 10, 5.
All aircraft BA advised information Quebec now corrente, QNH1015.
Spoilers. No reverse, engine 1 and engine 2. Desal.
Air Portugal 1863, contact departure on 125.13.
70 knots.
Air Portugal 1694, exit next available taxiway.
Janet to Mark.
Exit next
We're on the
available
ground,
taxiway.
and I
Air
must say,
Portugal
that landing was a
1694.
real nail biter.
Lisbon Tower, Portugalia 1065, ELS runway 02. Portugalia 1065, Lisbon Tower, continue. Wilco, Portugalia 1065. Air Portugal 825, geo round. Fly runway center in, maintain 3000 feet. On the geo. Fly runway center in, maintain 3000 feet, Air Portugal 825. Air Portugal 825, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13. Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, Air Portugal 825.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
121.755.
Ground 121.755. Air Portugal 1694. Bye-bye. Air Portugal 1694. Request taxi to company gate.
Air Portugal 1694. Gate 141 taxi via Sierra 3, Uniform 6. All short runway 02.
Gate 141 via Sierra 3, Uniform 6. Hold short runway 02, Air Portugal 1694.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Advise on initial contact, you have information Quebec.
At our 11 o'clock,
Lisbon
just
Airport
2 kilometers
information
away, we have the Humberto
1
Delgado
Minerva
Airport,
7 Zulu.
which is the main international
Wind
airport
310
serving
at
Lisbon.
10.
Opened in 1942, it's named after a Portuguese Air Force general and has become a key hub for both domestic and international flights. The airport is known for its modern facilities and is one of the busiest in Europe, handling millions of passengers each year. It's fascinating to think about all the journeys that begin and end here, with travelers from all over the world passing through its terminals.
Lisbon Airport Information Quebec. 1 Minerva 7 Zulu. Wind 310 at 10. Temperature 1 Miner. Dew point 12. QNH 1015.
Vital Star 664, 5 Heavy, ramp 803, request pushback.
White Star 6645 Heavy, Lisbon ground, pushback é proved. Faça southwest.
Pushback and engine star approved, face southwest, Vital Star 664, 5 Heavy.
Portugal 1065, Gate 107 Taxi V Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Uniform 3, Yankee, Alpha 2, Alpha 1.
Gate 107V Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Uniform 3, Yankee, Alpha 2, Alpha 1, Portugal 1065.
Air Portugal 1694, waiting to cross 02.
Air Portugal 1694, cross runway 02 at Uniform 6. Continue Taxi V Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 4.
Cross runway 02 at Uniform 6. Continue taxi via Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Air Portugal 1694.
Vital Star 664, 5 Heavy, ready to taxi, 2T active.
White Star 6645 Heavy, runway 02 Taxi V Bravo, Whiskey 1, Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3, Quebec 3, Golf 2, Uniform 2, Uniform 1, November 2.
Runway 02 taxi via Bravo, Whiskey 1, Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3, Quebec 3, Golf 2, Uniform 2, Uniform 1,
Ladies and
November 2,
gentlemen,
Vital Star
we have just
664,
landed in
5
Lisbon,
Heavy.
and I must say, that landing was smoother than Mark's attempts at telling a joke. Please remain seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off, and try not to applaud too loudly, or we might think you enjoyed the flight. If you did, well, I guess that makes one of us. Thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you have a lovely time in Lisbon, or at least a better time than Mark is going to Madeira.
Clear to Budapest, after departure, fly radar vector to network, then as fired, departure runway 20, initial climb 7000, departure on 125.13, squawk 5251, Dilmun 1425.
Dilmun 1457, read back correct.
Dilmun 1457, we are now ready for taxi.
Hiker 652 Heavy, Gate 146 Taxi Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Alpha 5.
Gate 146 via Uniform 5 Uniform 4 Alpha 5 Moonraker 652 Heavy.
At our 11 o'clock, right in front of us, we have the Umberto Delgado Airport, which is the main international airport serving Lisbon. Opened in 1942, it's a key hub for both domestic and international flights. And it's fascinating to think about all the journeys that begin and end here. The airport is named after a Portuguese Air Force general and has become one of the busiest in Europe, handling millions of passengers each year. So, as we prepare for landing, just imagine all the stories and adventures that have taken off from this very
Contact Lisbon
spot.
Tower 118.105.
Contact Tower 118.105, Metastar 664, 5 Heavy, bye-bye.
Condor 3, Papa Kilo, Lisbon ground, taxi to Terminal 1115 via Hotel 4, Uniform 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Alpha 2. Good day.
Stand 1.
Taxi light off.
5 via Hotel 4, Uniform 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Alpha 2, Condor 3, Papa Kilo.
Liston ground, good afternoon, Iberia 534, ready for push and start.
Player 15, Ramp 106 Taxi Uniform 5, Uniform 4, Uniform 3, Yankee, Alpha 2, Alpha 1.
Ramp 106 via Uniform 5, Uniform,
Parking checklist.
Uniform 4, Uniform
Parking
3,
brake or chocks.
Yankee, Alpha 2,
Set.
Engines.
Fly uniform 5.
Off.
Wing lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed in Lisbon, and I must say, that landing was smoother than Mark's attempts at reading a map. Please remain seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off, and try not to applaud too loudly, or we might think you enjoyed the flight. If you did, well, I guess that makes one of us. Thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you have a lovely time in Lisbon, or at least a better time than Mark had trying to navigate.
Securing the aircraft checklist.
Oxygen.
Off.
Are you sure about that? Emergency exit lights.
Off.
EFBs.
Off.
Batteries.
Off.
Securing the aircraft checklist completed.